new coach in the KCAC, Matt Warren of Tabor College. Coach Warren comes to Tabor from Warner University in Florida, where he most recently served as the associate head coach of the Royals. Coach Warren helped the Royals to 4 straight 20-plus win seasons. Coach Warren played a major role in 3 regular season titles, 3 NAIA national tournament berths, and 1 NCCAA national tournament appearance. Tabor went 8-20 overall last year, 6-18 in the conference. Coach Warren makes his debut on October 27th, hosting College of the Ozarks. Conference play begins November 16th at the University of St. Mary. 2 returning starters back for the Tabor Blue Jays. Matt Warren, head coach of the Tabor Blue Jays. Coach, congratulations and welcome to the conference.
Thank you, Pat. I want to echo, just like I'm sure everybody will, but thank you to Dr. Crawford and the KCAC for putting this event on. You know, coming from the Sun Conference, we didn't do anything like this for Coaches Media Day. I think it speaks to the significance of men's basketball and athletics to the conference and just the promotions, and it goes hand in hand with the success that the league's had in all sports, but especially men's basketball. This is one of the best leagues in the country. Just like Coach just spoke about, it's a tough league. You know, it's one that's got countrywide notoriety. But before I get into some of that, first off, I want to thank God for this opportunity. You know, it's a blessing to be the head coach here at Tabor College. I want to thank President Jansen, our administration, for trusting me in this role in what's a storied basketball program. It's a place that's won a lot, and just one of the better jobs in the country. You know, you don't walk into a lot of places that have the banners like this place does. So it's a humbling experience, and one that people are excited about. People in Hillsborough, Kansas really love basketball, just like all through this league. So it's an exciting time to be a Blue Jay. I want to thank my wife, Caitlin, and our 1-year-old. This was not an easy transition to move across the country and all this, and they've been rock stars through all of this, and they've been unbelievable. So I also want to thank a couple of people I wouldn't be here without. Sean Hanrahan, the head coach at Warner University, who knows some people in this league, that he's one of the great NAI coaches, you know, in the country. He does an unbelievable job at a place that's not easy to win at. And he's done it for a long time. I was a little part of the success there, but Coach does a tremendous job and is a great mentor to me. The coaching staff at the University of North Florida, where I got my degree, Coach Matthew Driscoll and his staff have been unbelievable and essential in where I am today. Along with my mom and dad, wouldn't be here without them as well. So I'm missing tons of people, but I'm so thankful for those people to have this opportunity. But moving on to Tabor, you know, we return a bunch of guys that started games. We had 13 different guys start a game. Hopefully we'll have a little bit more consistency in that regard. We lost our top 4 scorers from last year, but we do return some great young men. This is a really good group of guys. I told them yesterday I'd love to coach this group. We're going to fight. We're going to battle. We got a lot of work to do in being consistent and just establishing our culture and how we want to do things. We return a couple guys I want to mention. Cade Hamrick, who's a really great young man who's going to be a good player for us. Played a lot of games last year, started a lot of games in his career here, has been here a while. I think with COVID, his 4th year here, going to be a junior. Cedric Armstrong played a lot of minutes, started a lot of games, does a lot of nice things around the rim, rebounds, runs the floor, doing all those things. Another terrific young man. DeMarcus Fisher got hurt, but another forward for us that returns, that is high energy, that can finish above the rim, do some different things, that's worked really hard to improve his conditioning in this time leading up to practice. And then Austin Hilton, who played somewhat last year, who can really shoot the ball, from Belle Plaine, Kansas, who will make an impact for us as well. We return a bunch of guys that played some JV, played some varsity, played here and there. So finding that consistency will be humongous for how we can move forward this year. and just having some consistent roles, expectations, and hopefully that leads to consistent play. We do have a couple key additions I want to mention. Adam Nance sat out last year. He's a transfer from Emporia State. He'll really help us in the front court. Great player. He's one of those fifth-year seniors we talk about with COVID that's played a lot of basketball. So his maturity really helps in that regard. And then two young guys, Thatcher Mcclure from McKinney, Texas, going to be a really good player for us. Freshman, and he's got a chance to be a good one. He's worked his tail off, as well as Kent Carroll Jr. from Tallahassee, Florida, who will play guard. Got a chance to be a really good player. Group's got a lot of potential, but just like Coach Randy just talked about, it's tough league. Every night's going to be a battle. As Pat mentioned, we start on the 27th. So 2 weeks from today, open with Ozarks. We go to Concordia, Nebraska, who played in the Elite Eight last year. Going to be really, really good playing their classic, have our classic here. And, we wanted to go to Concordia, Nebraska. I actually signed up for that voluntarily to do because 6 of our first 8 league games are on the road. So we wanted to go on the road and challenge ourselves, kind of get a realistic idea of where we're at, not have a false sense of, maybe how good or what we could be in that regard. So it'll be a test right away, gauge where we're at, and go back to work. It'll be, for us, the big emphasis will be going to work every day. October 27th, it doesn't end. We move on. We go those practices to work on heading to Concordia, Nebraska. Then we just got to keep getting better throughout the year. So it's just like everybody does when they start out. We're building a culture, building a program. But pleased with where we're at, excited about competing in the league. It's a tremendous league. To touch on the questions, 4 teams in the national tournament's incredible. But more than just getting teams there is teams are winning. Teams are winning. 2 teams got to the final site. Just like Dr. Crawford said, I was going to say 5 or 6 teams probably deserved to make it. We might have stole a bid at Warner from one of you guys. I apologize, but we wanted to be there really, really badly as well. So, but yeah, we expect to be picked, last, second to last, whatever. But, we're looking forward to it and challenge and trying to embrace that and just having a competitive culture here. And that's really all I got, Pat. But thank you guys so much for your time, and best of luck to everybody in the league. And thanks again to the KCAC for putting this on.
Nothing